black man around my age. Turns out we're from the same area. We attended the same high school. And he told me that he considered himself to be an extremely well-informed man. And that's what's important. He thought he was extremely well-informed. It wasn't like he said, I knew nothing about politics, and this is the first time hearing all this. He thought he was informed. Somebody who's been raised by what I call the access of indoctrination. He thought he was well-informed. He said Larry had no idea there was something called the Police Public Contact Survey that the federal government, FBI, has been doing since the 90s. Every 3 years, 60,000 Americans, not a small number. That's why they do it every 3 years. 60,000 Americans are asked, did you have a contact with the police last year? If the answer is yes, series of questions. How were you treated? How were you spoken to? Any physical contact? Since the 90s, every 3 years, Police Public Contact Survey. No pattern of discrimination. Gary said he never heard of this before. Gary was unaware that during the Obama administration, the National Institutes of Justice, which is a research arm of the DOJ, did a study on race and traffic stops. And they found out, yes, blacks are disproportionately pulled over for traffic stops, but also, yes, blacks are disproportionately likely to violate the law, which is why they're pulled over. And this report that came out during the Obama administration says the reason for the disparity is because of legitimate factors. He said he did not know that. Did not know anything about Roland Fryer, the black Harvard economist, who's so brilliant. He is the youngest tenured professor in the history of Harvard, and Harvard is the oldest college in America. That's how bright this guy is. And this man, Gary, told me he was completely unaware that this Harvard economist assumed that the police were in fact killing blacks because they were black. He was surprised that there was no study confirming this, so he thought he would do one. Not only did he not find a pattern of discrimination against black people because they're black, he found the cops were more hesitant, more reluctant to pull the trigger on a black suspect than a white suspect. Gary said he never heard of Roland Fryer, had never heard of his study, and he thought he was well informed. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for coming up to me and admitting all of this, and good luck on your journey of rediscovery.